state of worship of the Islamic or Christian state of worship, you think that you are not the same like the pagans. I don't know where the difference is. It's just that there are bigger gods, there are smaller gods. Maybe you are bigger gods because there are many of you who are caught up into it. And it's demonstrating something to tell you of believing in a living God. Even though it says living God, you haven't seen him, you haven't have anything. When good things are happening to you, they claiming he's the one that's doing it. Bad things are happening to you, they claim it's the devil that is doing it. And you believe that. Yet you've not seen the devil, nor have you seen the God that you are worshiping. But analytically, just stand back and look at the whole issue about the worship. You ask yourself, is it really God? If it is the one through God, why is it that I can't understand him? He should have known my language too. He could have reached me too. Why did he reach them? Or why is he out there tolerating other religion in whatever it is that they do? Why would he tolerate those things anyway? And if that is that these questions are being asked, you sort of opening up to the fact and the truth that no, it won't be. It's just that whatever it is has been the same way like anybody who is desperate to discover some divine help and decide to say, okay, I would take this item here and I'll worship it. Or I'll take this idea of God that he does this, but he's a spirit, and I'll worship that spirit. But there are many spirits. According to the same text, it reveals there are many spirits. If there are many spirits, which one is it that you are worshiping? Do you know? You still don't know. That is a very silly and smart move for one to do. To be looking at a view that is no view. You're looking out there. There's nothing to view, but you're looking out there. You're believing that there is something there that you are looking at. That's complete craziness, isn't it? You're a physical human being. You believe in the physical, things or things that are real. And so it does matter for you not to stay in that hypocritical state in your fellowship or in your worship. So I am doing this to reveal these things, basically to reveal it, make it more clear and become more obvious. Your awareness will sort of hit you in every corner, and you will sort of realize that no, I haven't got the answers, and I have to really rethink again my so-called fanatism or whatever state that I may be, or so-called understanding of religion and trusting in religion being a peaceful thing and all that. I have to rethink things through, but that's not the case. If a book has got both evil and presents you something both good, it cannot be good. Negative and positive, you get negative. And we see the result, the negative results in the Christian, the negative result in the Muslim background, the negative result in the Judaism, negative results in none of all religion has achieved anything. True good means achieve it in evil means. Whether it be in a country, being whatever, you can check their history, find out how they got to where they got to. If they are advanced and they are in a very good, you find out. If you go to America, they tell you the Civil War, what they had to go through to to make that country what it is 200 years now. How the Red Indians, indigenous people in the country, had to face outsiders coming into the country and taking over the country, and up to now still hold the country, and they give them some place to live, and the bloodshed in that country, that big beautiful continent that we are all desiring to look at it. Tourists have to go and look at historical things which has not ended, is still going on. Racial differences. Come to Britain, tell you what it is here in Britain, the things that they've gone through, the evil means to achieve whatever it is they have to achieve, the struggle, the bloodshed, the lives of others, and they themselves, how they lose their own lives too in order to achieve what they have achieved. It's not easy. Go back to Ghana, go to Africa, Brazil, go to all these places. People are struggling. The country, the state struggle to achieve what they have to achieve. true evil means. They think that, because it's our country and we're selfishly trying to reinstate ourselves and defend ourselves from the enemy, it's not an evil. The way you're defending yourself or you are attacking is evil. Means that you take people's life. There's misunderstanding. You are fighting. Is fighting something good? Is it something that we can see as a good character? Whether you're defending yourself or you are attacking, it's not. There's nothing good about fighting. It's not a peaceful thing. We fight to achieve peace. Really? When you become victorious and that enemy, that victim, makes someone a victim of you, you have achieved peace. He has lost a fight with you and you have calmed him down because you have lost the fight. And you're continuing dominating his life and deciding for him and do whatever he wants. But you have not achieved peace. His wishes have been denied from him. You're going to tell Jamaican or African or anybody that, was colonized or somehow was, lost the war, or let's say Iraqis or whichever way, or let's say Saddam Hussein and his people. You want to tell someone who says Saddam Hussein and his family that you've settled peace, you've settled with them, or let's say you want to tell the Jewish people that there's peace right now, there's reconciliation, or even the South Africans. No. You won the game until whereby the blacks have the chance of becoming presidents in South Africa, example like this. Then you realize that people then the sense of idea of realizing that eventually, but they also are now feeling the victory over a long fight. They feel that now we have become victorious too. So if there's a means to sort of treat the white the same way they treat them, they also have the vendetta towards them and treat them that. But if not, then they'll live happily together with no problem. Then that really says that there is peace among the government's level, among whichever level, Then you see that there is that peace. People have really forgotten things, and there is that balanced state of approach where the whites can rule, the blacks can rule. And if the same thing in let's say the colonial countries and the colonies, where the colonial countries will not still see them as subjects, and they fairly have the same level of rank in life, then you see that there is that state of peace. But there isn't. There is still the continuous dominance of others. Others dominate other people. Whether it's a country or individual persons, yes. Dominate other country, dominate people. If you're dominating somebody, that is not peace. The world is ready to erupt. I'm not saying it. The practical thing which is there is what I'm trying to relate it to you. It's just like the volcano, it keeps boiling up. So the West, especially the West, sometimes who have produced so many dangerous things to protect themselves, know that the things that they're using to protect themselves, if got into the hands of those who are not ready to accept their ways and follow their ways of how to do things, get hold of it, there will be a problem to them. Like something like the nuclear weapon. Is this they've made sure that the UN, the laws of the whole world laws, which is also controlled by the same rich countries, will tell them that no, let's set a law that no way that we'll give this thing to any country. We can't sell this nuclear thing to anybody. It's something that we'll hold it out from anybody. We only keep it, And the bias and the imbalances of decision making is there. So a country like Saudi Arabia or Iran getting it will be a problem, and surely it would be a problem if Iran has got a nuclear weapon or any other, the whole world. But to be fair, if we're talking about peace, if I'm talking about peace, what am I trying to say here? Let it all be equal. If you've got it, let the other person have it too. If you think that it is not good, then don't have it. If you've got it, then I should have it. If I've got gold, you can have it too. We share it together. If you have got ammunition, or let's say diamond, you share it with me, we shall have it together. That is what we call peace. But you have something which makes you strong, makes you rich, makes you better than the other person, and makes you victorious over the other person. And you're saying that there is peace in the world. There isn't any peace in that. How can there be peace? How can that generate something peaceful? the other person lives in lives in sorrow,